There's been a lot of focus on the peace talks between the US and Iran in recent days, but separate negotiations are also taking place between Israel and Lebanon. The Lebanese and Israeli ambassadors to the US are currently meeting in Washington for their fifth round of talks as they try to end fighting between Israel and the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah in Lebanon. At the centre of these discussions is a US-backed proposal for Israeli troops to pull out from some of the territory it occupies in southern Lebanon and hand control to the Lebanese army. So under the plan, Israeli media is reporting that Lebanese troops would undergo US training and they'd have to undergo vetting to make sure that they're not linked to Hezbollah, and that Israel would also keep some troops in a buffer zone along the border. Israeli forces seized large areas of land during its invasion of southern Lebanon after Hezbollah fired at Israel in support of Iran back in early March and dragged Lebanon into the broader regional war. So since then, more than 4,000 people have been killed by Israeli strikes in Lebanon, according to the country's health ministry, and hundreds are women and children. So a new ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah has largely held since Sunday, which has been the longest lull we've seen in fighting so far, although there was a fatal Israeli drone attack reported overnight. Israeli forces are still deployed deep inside southern Lebanon, and Defence Minister Israel Katz says that even if the US demands it, Israel will not withdraw its troops.
We announced that in any case we are not withdrawing, and as of this moment, and this is a political achievement, there is no American demand of Israel to withdraw from Lebanon. We've made it clear. The Prime Minister to the President, me to Hegseth, the Minister of War, the IDF, we are there to protect the residents of the North.
These comments send a pretty defiant message to Washington, and they were backed by Benjamin Netanyahu, who said that as long as he's Prime Minister, Israel would have troops in southern Lebanon. So this could complicate efforts for the US to try to uphold this 60-day ceasefire deal that it has brokered with Iran to try to end this conflict. This fighting in Lebanon has repeatedly threatened to undermine this new agreement, with Iran insisting that fighting needs to end on all fronts before things like the Strait of Hormuz can fully open and before negotiations can happen on its nuclear program.